Am I the asshole for kicking my best friend out of the house so my fiance could move in? My quick answer is going to be no, but the way you did it might make the difference. You just like gave her like 2 days notice. It's not okay. If you gave her 2 months notice, everything was planned, they had the time to turn over and find something else, it would have been something solid. Hi, 24 female, best friend Kate, 24 female, and I lived together since we were 20, 4 years. I'm staying at a house which belongs to me after my grandma passed away and left it to me. That's not bad. So I will guess that Kate was paying for living there. I didn't ask Kate to pay me any rent, and she just contributed to the house expense such as bill, etc. Okay, that's where it hurts for Kate probably. Kate like is used to live with very low how do we call that? Upkeep. I've been with my fiance, 24 male, since we were 19, so 5 years. The first year of us being together, he'd occasionally visit my place and I'd also go to his place. But after we got more serious, he started spending more time at my place and he would usually stay in my room and not bother Kate. Kate didn't have a problem at first, but later she said I needed her permission to bring someone over. You're not in your house, dear, and you do not pay rent. I respected her wishes, and whenever she didn't want him over, I just went to my fiance's place. But then she would make a scene even the few times he would come over. I'm sorry, but she has to go. No matter how it ended, like Kate has to go. She'd also make a scene about me leaving to go to stay with him, and now I'm a tourist at my own house. You're kicking our fiance out of the house. Out of her own house. Okay, for the record, I've never stopped paying for my share of bills and expense. One time, the electricity and water bills were higher because my fiance would have visited and would have used water to shower and open the AC/heat on, etc. I told Kate I'd pay more if she just have to pay her usual share and that she doesn't have to pay rent anymore, money, at all. But she didn't like that and demanded my fiance pay as well. I told her that's not for her to decide. It's not for her to decide. And that's on me and him to figure out. Back when that happened, we weren't engaged yet. Good. Like, I would already have kicked her out. I'm sorry. She's living on your turf. She's making rules. How the hell? But because I knew the proposal time was near, I started trying to have convos with Kate about how she should try finding her own house or go live with her parents, because I plan on using this house to live with my partner and start a family here. She didn't believe the proposal would happen soon, despite, and said she would look into it when the time comes. I tried to warn her countless times, but she never took me seriously. So, the talk were there. I already know that she's not the asshole. So then my fiance proposed. That was 4 months ago. Kate was shocked and had a mental breakdown about how she can't live on her own. You just noticed that you had nothing to pay, no rent, no nothing, and that you now have to go try to find something to live in. And I should just give her some time. I told that my fiance plans to move in 3 months. That's fair. That's 3 month time. You should be able to turn yourself over in 3 months. And she could go stay with her parent. My fiance moved in a month ago and Kate has made no move of finding a place or going to her parents. My fiance has started paying bills and all in the house, but Kate picks up fight with him over household stuff and arrangement all the time. I confronted her and I told her that by next week all of her things will be packed and she'll be out of my house. If she doesn't get to make the rules here, and that the house belonged to me in case she forgot. Good reminder. She packed a couple of cloths and left that day. And for the past few days, she sent her sister and mom to collect her stuff, and they both claim I've been a shitty friend to Kate and how unacceptable it is that I prioritized housing my fiance over my childhood best friend and just kicking her out like this. Honestly, not. The problem is that, like, don't even feel bad for Kate's mom and sister. They just got one part of the story. They didn't get like the whole thing. Just send them the link to that and you're gonna be fine. Like, that's gonna be a not the asshole all the way. You gave her time. You gave her warning. You told her. She made you feel unwelcome in your own house. She has to go. Okay, so to come and remove my moderator, that was too rude. I read these posts and I have such a hard time that people like this actually exist. How does OP let her friend live there for free? and then essentially run her and her fiance out of her own home, how do you not say no? I make the rule here. At any point in the prior 4 years, yes, it's absurd. It is absolutely absurd. I would have agreed with you, but then I lived with people on campus and it was very much what the fudge. I had a girl who did not bath because her Christian fanatic boyfriend said it would attract other men and she would be cheating if she showered. What? I was not rooming with said girl, but in the same apartment situation, shared kitchen, main room, and roommates slept in my room for 2 weeks before I was like, fudge this shit and called an RA. Yeah. Because like she was smelling too hard and the roommate was like, can I sleep on the floor in your room? And the roommate of Stinky Girl just let this thing happen for weeks. The only solution was Stinky Girl's sisters coming in, bragging her, grabbing her, throwing her into the bathroom and making her bath. She had to hair out the room for several days before anyone could move back in, and Stinky Girl's mattress had to be thrown out with her sheet. People will allow things to happen to them because they are not raised to make waves. It's... God. I understand not being rude, but that is like pushing the thing next level, my dear. So, we're launching some Monster Hunter.